What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're all doing well today. Welcome to a very special video. And first of all, Merry Bloody Christmas. It's finally here. I feel like it's been a long time coming. I've felt so festive for some reason this year. I feel like my December's been shorter than most people's, where I've been away from home. I've not really had the usual family times. Now I am back home with the family. It's kind of, it's really nice spending time with everyone, and Christmas coming so soon. Ended up opening about 10 or so days of my advent calendar all in one go and just stuff in my face, so that was really nice. But the reason this is a special day today is because the very lovely and supportive devs over at on the TRACKDAYR team have sent me free, that is the number 3 by the way, THREE, game codes to give away to you guys. Now if maybe you've been saving up a bit of money to get the game, maybe you've been a little bit hesitant up until now, this is your chance to win a version of the game to play for yourself. And how it's going to work, I will tell you how to enter it a little bit later on in the video, because I'm an arse like that and I want to keep my viewer retention rate a little bit higher than usual. So stick around, maybe around midway or so through the video to work out how you go about doing that. So there's a few things to cover today. I have got a custom-made kit and Santa hat made by the devs as well, just to give me a little bit of love over the Christmas time, so thank you very much for that. They have also been working for like the last 2 days straight on this snowmobile that you see right in front of you here. They have gone and bought this model off of a 3D site. They've imported it into the game. They've kind of worked on the physics for it from the ground up. You see, it's automatic. It's got is it centrifugal clutch? Something, it's a C something clutch. But very cool. I think it's so strange to me looking back from the first few videos that I've done on this game to now, just to see how the game goes and what direction it's gone in. I mean, the motocross is very impressive to me already, considering I think it's meant to mostly be a road bike game from its inception. But they just keep finding more and more weird and wonderful things to put into this game. I've even seen screenshots going around of the devs riding around on a downhill bike, like, so no engine in it, like a downhill track. And I think that's just insane. I did say to them, so they released this snowmobile that I'm riding now in the dev chat. It's not public just yet. I'm not sure when it plans to be included in like the public builds of the game. I said, like, you can stop working now. Go and enjoy your Christmas. Like, you've done more than enough. To the response I got was, it's never work on TRACKDAYR, we're always enjoying it. And I thought that is such a heartwarming response, and I love it. They're such nice guys. And it wasn't even my idea to give free game codes away either. They reached out to me originally, said like, really enjoy the videos, like it's been promoting the game a hell of a lot, thank you, and we want to give some free versions away for your subscribers and your viewers. So massive shout out to them. The track that I'm riding on right now, some of you keen-eyed viewers might already recognise the layout of it. The track is actually Mantoba. There's a few versions of this through various games like Sim and MX Bikes, for example. This is made by Manu for TRACKDAYR, and it is obviously a snowy version. And I find it quite funny that just the other day I was ranting and raving about how good Hurren's Avalanche track was in MX Bikes because he's got it snowing in-game. I recorded a sim video earlier today. Spoiler, that's going to be released for you later on. It's going to be a double upload on Christmas Day for you very lucky viewers. And that track's there is snowing on it as well. And now we've got it in TRACKDAYR. I just think it's so funny how we've got these 3 almost completely separate communities and different modders that seem to kind of come to the same end result and all have some passion for what they do. I love to see. I think the gaming is in such a good place right now in terms of motocross. Not so much on the arcadey side, and you console players I feel very sad for. However, for the first time for a mainly PC game, I am seeing talks about it potentially coming to console. Now, granted, that would be a long way down the line. It's not going to happen anytime soon. But it's nice that it's actually being spoken about rather than just completely disregarded. Because I suppose on this game, in terms of licensing for like real life bikes and stuff, I think they're kind of doing a similar vein of to what Reflex done back in the day, where the bikes are based off of real bikes in terms of looks, but they're not named as such. Obviously, the KTM 450 that we've got in game is not called a KTM 450, it's just called an MX 450. It's got like no KTM branding on it or anything, it's got all TDR logos. And I think that is a good way of going about it. I think it's the best way of kind of giving everybody what they want. And I on Reflex, obviously, if you was riding a Kawasaki, what was it? Was it a Dakimoto? and you had Blaze for the Honda, and so on and so forth. And I think that's the best way of getting around all the licensing issues. I have no idea how the modding side of things would work, so I suppose the game would have to be quite fully fleshed out before it gets released on console, because I'm not sure how DLC would go for it. But overall, the game has done nothing but impress me recently. I had so much fun playing it with Rum the other day. It's just a laugh. It's just something new, and I think it stems back to how many hours I put into Sim and MX Bikes over the last, was it like 7 years or so in total from when I first started playing Sim. Having a new game to try and learn and get the hang of and get good at is so appealing to me. And it being a game that I don't hate is even more appealing. Like when I loaded up MESX5 and realising how average that was when I loaded up Legends and saw how disappointing that was, I was so upset. Because I suppose for me as well as a content creator, I like doing slightly different things. And speaking of different things, I'm going to do a nice little segue right now, and I'm going to show you something really, really cool. Just wait 1 second. So, if you like your night riding, TRACKDAYR as you covered as well. So I've just changed the time of day on the Mantover track to be nighttime, and you can toggle on. You've got a light that you can toggle on and off on the snowmobile. Let me go into what's it look like in first person. Let's have a look. I mean, that is quite cool. Now it'd be nice if you see just a little bit more than what you can right now. But I feel like this opens a door for a hell of a lot more opportunities. Imagine, because I know you can do this as well on the 252 stroke enduro motocross bike that's in the game. Just imagine having like a wooded trail that you go through really slowly with your headlight on, and I just love it. Just a really, really small thing again in this game, kind of like how the rider animations make it so you handle the bike differently depending on what limbs are attached to the bike at the time. It's small things like this that I think make a game all it is and really polishes it as a whole. And it's things like this, and bearing in mind obviously it covers multiple disciplines as well. It's got something for everyone, which is why I'm so supportive of this game right now, because it's not just a motocross game, it is an everything game, which I absolutely love. Hopefully it's got something for the downhill mountain bike riders to come in the future. Obviously it's now being worked on, that it's got something for the snowmobile riders. Of course you've got your road bikes in there as well, some weird and wonderful stuff. You've got pit bikes, you've got bloody mopeds, there's like baggers, which are like Harley Davidson type road bikes that you can go and race around as well. It's got everything. And I'm sure if there's anything that they haven't thought of, it's going to come in the near future as well. So I just thought I'd do a nice little segue there to show you one of the more quirky and unique things that you can do on the game with this recent snowmobile being released, for me at least. It will be released for the public in the near future, I hope. I think that it's probably about time that I stop blueballing all of you and tell you how you can actually go about winning one of these copies of the games. So there are two things that you need to do, only two things. The first one is go in the comments down below, and I want you to leave a comment telling me, based off the videos that you have seen so far, what you love about TRACKDAYR, and then one improvement that you would like to make as well. Those two things I think would be very, very good, and I know the devs are greatly looking forwards to it. And when I mentioned that as an idea to give away these codes, they absolutely ate it up. They thought it was a great way to kind of see everyone's input and what people want to see from the game. So that is step number one. You have to leave just a comment saying what you like and what you want to be improved. And then step number two is, if you go into the description of this video, you will see a link that takes you to a Google form. If you go to that form, there is simply two questions. Question number one is, what is your YouTube name, so I can verify that you have left a comment if you get chosen. And question number two is your Discord name, so the name and number on there. It shows you the example if you're not too sure what I mean. If you go to Discord and hover over your name at the bottom left, you can literally just copy it and paste it in there. Please do it correctly, because if you win and it's not done correctly, unfortunately I will have to re-roll. How it's going to be chosen is, I think I'm going to leave it open until kind of midday on the 27th. So I'll leave it open all of the 25th, all of the 26th, and midday to the 27th, and I will roll it. I will export all of the responses to that sheet into a spreadsheet, get rid of any duplicates to make sure none of you are being scumbaggy and try and do multiple entries. And then I will do a random number generator, which will choose who it's going to be, and I'll do that 3 times. And as long as I can verify that it is a real entry and you've left a comment, I will message you on Discord with your code, and I will probably put the results of the winners as well into a video not long after that, whether it's the 28th, 29th, depends how much I pre-recorded. And I'll ask, if you do win, if you can just take a screenshot of you claiming that prize as well, just because I know that nowadays people can be quite what's the word, quite Oh, I don't know, but just don't believe things like that. So yeah, I'll try and make it as foolproof as possible. Get it all good and sorted. So hopefully, if you guys haven't had a chance to play the game yet and you've been really wanting to, it is the season of giving. Hopefully you win one, and there's 3 of them up for grabs. So massive shout out again to the devs for being so supportive. And I think it's one of them things where you guys have given so much love in terms of support and comments on these videos, and they see all of it. You know, they watch, I guarantee they watch probably every TRACKDAYR video that's ever been made at this point. As long as someone's categorised it as such, they probably search for it all and have a look. And I know there's multiple YouTubers covering this game now, and it's really getting some good drive and some good traction. I think there's about 1,700 or so people in the Discord so far, and so obviously I play on a dev build quite a lot to play the latest and greatest stuff that comes out. But obviously I downloaded the public version again when I was playing with Rum the other day, and I went into the time trial mode that's on this game just to see if I could run a few laps. And when I first started playing this game and I'd load a track, you'd have maybe 20 or so lap times you had to beat. There was 140. So 140 on one of the motocross tracks on a certain type of bike is a lot. You can imagine how many more people there are overall in total. So massive shout out to all of you for all the love you've been given. An even bigger shout out to the dev team for all this, and massive shout out to Manu as well for creating this amazing snow version of Mantova for us all to play and enjoy. I will link the track down below. I can't link the snowmobile just yet because I guarantee there's going to be a lot more tuning and stuff that goes into it before it's publicly released for everybody. But yeah, go and give this track a go if you have got the game already, or if you're one of the lucky ones that wins, you can go and try all these weird and wonderful custom tracks. And if I was to recommend any track in this game, it would be, well, 2 tracks actually that I've been enjoying the most. One is this one. I absolutely love it, especially for the snowmobile. It just fits the whole vibe. And then the other one is the Deegan Compounds that I released with Rumsky. I think that is such a fun, enjoyable track. And if you are a track modder, and you've made tracks for other games, whether it's Sim or MX Bikes, for example, apparently it's quite easy to import them into Unity and into this game as well, and there is documentation in the TRACKDAYR Discord on how to do so. So if you want to kind of get this community growing a little bit more than it is, I think we've only got like 5 custom motocross tracks so far, then go ahead and do so. I'd absolutely love having some more tracks to ride, and I can always feature your track in a video as well. I think with that crash, that's probably a good point for me to end this video on. I hope your Christmas has gone or is going absolutely amazing. Expect a double upload on Christmas Day. You'll see an MX Simulator video later on as well. And just thank you for all the love and support that you've been showing to both myself in my videos and to the TRACKDAYR guys. I know they're very appreciative of it as well. Catch you guys next time. Drop a like and subscribe. That'll be your Christmas present to me. I'd greatly appreciate it. See you next time. Peace.